Good evening, and again tonight there is a robust debate going on in this country over whether or not the president should launch a limited U.S. military strike against Syria. And overseas tonight in Russia, 8 time zones away from Washington, there's a summit now underway of the world's leading nations, which today at times, behind closed doors, looked more like a tension convention as the relationship between President Obama and Putin of Russia and others is under genuine stress. All of this as the civil war goes on in Syria, a conflict where it isn't always easy to tell the good guys from the bad guys. It's where we begin again tonight. Our chief foreign affairs correspondent, Andrea Mitchell, covering it all from our D.C. newsroom. Andrea, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. The polls show majorities oppose military action in Syria. But as John McCain discovered today in Phoenix, people who turn out for town hall meetings are passionately against it.
Totally failed. You see the president's policy change almost by the week, the days, or the hours. But how much is the life of American servicemen worth? To me, it's worth a whole lot.
Sir, there's no contemplation of putting a single American serviceman or woman in danger.
You can say that now.
People brought signs and props.
You really realize what you're getting our country into. This is what I think of Congress. They are a bunch of marshmallows.
I got your message, pal.
Even Syrian Americans disagreed. This man who supports military action was shouted down.
This is America. I have the right to speak.
You can do it by diplomacy and negotiation, not bombs, Senator McCain. Enough is enough. We do not want another engagement in the Middle East.
I would much rather use our taxpayers' money to take care of our vets that are coming home from the 2 conflicts we've already been in.
I don't think I need to be lectured to about veterans, okay?
Across the country in Baltimore, House Democrat Elijah Cumming's district loves Barack Obama, but hates talk of war.
Whenever you get into a war, there's never a short war.
They're worried about what's next. They have the backdrop of Iraq, and that is deep in the DNA of every cell of their brains.
Not helping the president's case, this picture and video from the New York Times today. Rebels allegedly assassinating Syrian soldiers, shooting them at point-blank range. A day after Secretary Kerry said most of the rebels are not al-Qaeda extremists. MSNBC's Chris Hayes asked Secretary Kerry about it.
I guarantee you, if we turn our backs today, the picture we all saw in the paper today and the media of those people being shot, that will take place more because more extremists will be attracted to this.
The risk for the White House, this becomes the iconic image of the war, just as this South Vietnamese general came to symbolize America's ally in that conflict. The first Senate vote to authorize airstrikes is now scheduled for next Wednesday. A Washington Post count shows that this week the administration is losing support in the House with every passing day. Brian?
Andrea Mitchell in our D.C. newsroom tonight. Andrea, thanks.